In this video, I'm going to give you the top 5 reasons on why free 6-week challenges are secretly destroying your gym and what you can do instead. Let's head into FitBiz University. Guys, growing a gym can be hard. I'm here to make it easier. And all it's going to take is for you to tune in one time per week. Subscribe now and let's head into FitBiz University. All right, let's get started with the first reason, reputation killer. So a 6-week challenge, specifically a free 6-week challenge, can be an absolute reputation killer. So if you've ever done this before, basically you are marketing something for being free and it's not actually free, right? And so there's not a lot of better ways to get people from your local community to not trust you, right? And so especially if you're in a smaller local community, you might get a lot of people that talk to each other and they talk about, hey, I went into this gym and it's not actually free. You know, they say it's free, but you have to pay $600. And then, if you hit a certain goal, then they'll give you the money back, but they'll try to get you to use that $600 towards a 12-month membership, but it's not actually free. And some people are going to be upset by this, right? And there's nothing more detrimental to a small local business than bad reviews, right? Because when people are looking up your business, when they're looking up your gym, they're going to look up reviews too. And yeah, you might have 20, 30, 40 5-star reviews, but they're going to scroll until they find that 1-star review, that 2-star review. You might even do the same thing. And you want to see what somebody said about the business that was bad, right? And so what we want to do is minimize those bad reviews because that's really going to impact your reputation. Guys, it's a bait and switch sale. There's no other way around it. You are promoting one thing and you're selling something else. And whether it's 1 month, 3 months, 1 year, eventually the word will get out and you will be known in town as the gym that sells the free 6-week challenges. Now, if that's who you want to be known as, by all means, but there's absolutely ways to grow your gym that isn't doing that. Number 2, it's a team killer. So if you have a team at your gym and they are helping you implement the free 6-week challenge, even if they're in sales, if they're in coaching, guys, this can be really hard on a good team, right? When you take a good team and you put them behind a bad strategy, it can really wear them down. As an example, sales guys, right? If you have somebody helping you with the sales at your gym, and maybe you don't yet, maybe you're doing all the sales. So you're like, yeah, dude, I totally get what you're talking about. I feel it myself, but you're going to get a lot of low quality leads. And the reason you're getting those because you are telling your market that you are the quick fix. Hey, is anybody looking for a free 6-week challenge? Right? We're the guys in town that do it. So not only are you attracting people that aren't really looking to invest because the word free is very attractive to them, they're also not looking for a long-term commitment, right? Which means that they want to get quick results, right? And you're telling them, yeah, that's exactly what we do. Right? Now, whether or not that is the exact clients that you want to have at your gym, that's different. From a marketing standpoint, that's who you are. So you're going to get a lot of leads that come in, and let's say they have to meet with your salesperson. And let's say that your salesperson gets paid commission every time they close somebody. Guys, this isn't a fun sale. I've done hundreds of these sales, right? And so I'm speaking from experience. And this sale is essentially walking people through, their goals and your program. And at the end, you say, well, this is how it's free. If you are really going to be invested in something, we found that you need to put a little skin in the game, right? And so, don't worry, it's just a deposit that you'll get back after you lose the 20 pounds. And if you do X, Y, and Z, you're going to lose that 20 pounds, right? Does that make sense? Guys, that's not a very fun sale, right? Because you feel kind of cringy saying it. They feel kind of misled hearing it. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of other ways to help somebody reach their goals that isn't that, right? And your sales guy over time is going to feel that. They're going to feel kind of just shitty about how they have to sell and what their script looks like and the conversations that they're having over and over. Plus, there's more rejection, right? You'll close at about a 50% rate, which means that 50% of the people are telling you no, right? And they're usually not going to be very nice about it either compared to other ways of selling, right? And so how long can you expect to keep a good salesperson, in this role if that's the way you plan on continually feeding them leads. Now, if you're the owner, right, it's going to put you in a bad mind state, right? You're expected to do a lot of different things for the business. Keep the coaches motivated, keep the clients happy, make good business decisions. But then, 2 or 3 times a day, you're being rejected by people that are not even interested in investing in themselves, right? They're looking, again, for something free. That's going to be the number one reason why they tell you no. And you've built a business around helping people change their life, right? It's a really bad way to feel rejected on a regular basis. Now, when it comes to your coaches are probably pretty damn good, and they're going to help people lose 20, 30 pounds in this 6 weeks, and those people are still not going to stay. Right? So how do you think that makes them feel as a coach? That they get to know these people, they get to work with them 3-4 times a week, help them with their nutrition, help them with accountability, help them lose 20, 30 pounds, and that person doesn't stay with them, right? How does that feel as a coach about how well you're doing? Now, all the markers are there that shows that you've done your job, but the big thing is missing. The client didn't stay with you, right? And sometimes you can twist people's arm into getting them to stay and offering them discounts and all that kind of stuff. But again, is that really what you want to do every single day as a business owner? Do you think your coaches want to have those conversations? They totally do not. Number 3, it's a brand killer, right? If you are trying to build a brand, if you are trying to build a brand that you are the best place in town, you are the most elite place in town, you are the place in town that people go to when they just cannot get results to save their life, right? A free 6-week challenge does not scream premium brand. Trust me. If you were looking for your own professional service, would you go to the person that is just giving stuff away for free? Like, absolutely not. You would think, wow, they must really need customers if they're giving away their stuff for free for this long a period of time. I'm not necessarily sure how good it can possibly be, right? And so when you're marketing this, you are actively repelling the people that you probably want most at your gym, right? Because they see it, they see your branding, they see your market, your offer, and they're like, you know what, that's not really for me. I got 40, 50 pounds to lose. There's no way that I can do that in 6 weeks. And not to mention, like, I'm really trying to change my life. I'm not looking for a quick fix. I'm ready to invest. The kids are finally out of the house. I have time to myself. I'm ready to invest. And this is not the place where I'm going to put my investment. And the branding that you are starting to develop is the quick fix place, right? Because that's what you're telling everybody. And so when people think of your gym, they're going to think of the 6-week challenge place, the quick fix place, the place that you can go in and get results fast and you can leave. That's the brand that you are developing. Now, again, if that's the brand that you want, then there's no problem. But if that's not the brand that you want, you can probably see how everybody thinks that's who you are. Number 4, it's a profit killer. So let's do some math. Let's say you are spending $50 a day running Facebook ads for your free 6-week challenge. Well, at the end of the month, that's going to be $1,500, right? And let's say that you paid a marketing agency to run these ads for you. That's another $1,500 for the month. And so you're at $3,000 that you've spent per month just to get these leads for the 6-week challenge. And let's say that we generate 150 leads, right? That's not bad. It's $20 a lead for your free 6-week challenge offer. So we have 150 leads, but not all of them are going to schedule. Let's assume half of them schedule. So that's 75 appointments, right? Now let's assume that only about 30% of them show, which is the average show rate for people that are opting in for a free 6-week challenge on Facebook. So now we're down to about 25 appointments that show up in front of you every single month. If you've done this before, you're like, yeah, that's right about what it is. Now, the average closing percentage is going to be about 50% that you're going to close on your free 6-week challenge. Let's say you're a little bit better than average. Let's say that you close at 60%, right? That's going to be 13 new 6-week challengers that you signed up. Okay, and let's say that you sign them up for $500 for your 6-week challenge, right? So you're thinking to yourself, heck yeah, I just doubled my money. I spent $3,000 and I made $6,500. Not so fast. Revenue and profit are two different things. What are the profit margins at your gym? Let's say that your gym is average and it profits 15%. That's after paying the rent, all the payroll, the utilities, the marketing, everything. There's 15% of your revenue left over. So this is where the problem comes in. Remember, you spent $3,000 to acquire 13 new members. That's about $230 per member. Not bad. Where you run into an issue is what you sold them. Because remember, you only sold them a $500 challenge. And if you only keep 15% of that, that means that you're actually putting $75 in your pocket. And that's where the problem is. You spent $230 to put $75 in your pocket. Not a very good deal. Now, if they continue for 12 months and they pay you X amount per month for those 12 months and they don't cancel or whatever, then maybe you did make some money off this person. But guys, that's a lot of ifs. So what ends up actually happening is you sell a bunch of challengers, you make a lot of money on the front end, and then you say, where did all my money go? Because you have so much expenses related with owning a gym that when it's all said and done, the money's gone. So my recommendation is sell something on the front end that gives you more profit left over than your cost of acquisition. That way you can't make a bad deal and your business isn't completely relying on all these people renewing. Remember, they're not likely to renew. They're the people that are looking for a quick fix. And sure, you can twist some of their arms to continue, but don't expect that to be the regular experience. And number 5, it's a momentum killer. This thing will work at first if it's new to your market. Right? If it's not new to your market, it may not even work at first if another gym has been running these ads or this offer. But let's say that it is new and you're the gym that's running it for the first time. Guys, this might work for 3, 4, 5, 6 months, but eventually it's gonna stop working. Then what do? And let's say you built a team. Let's say that your team's used to getting paid. Let's say that your team is used to having a lot of people in the gym. And then all of a sudden it dries up. That kills momentum. A good team doesn't like going from growing quickly to just stopping. But unfortunately, that's what's going to happen. It's not an actual client acquisition system. It's a front end play. And all front end plays have a different lifespan. This one seems to be about 3 to 6 months. And when it's done, it's done. There's no reviving this thing. So those are my top 5 reasons on why you probably shouldn't run free 6-week challenges at your gym. But guys, it's not all freaking doom and gloom. So what should you be doing instead? Sell transformation programs to the goal. Let me give you an example. Mrs. Jones comes into the gym. She wants to lose 40 pounds. You talk with her for 30 minutes about what she's done in the past. You get some initial stats like her weight and body fat percentage, and then you recommend your transformation program to her. And you say, Mrs. Jones, I've helped hundreds of people lose 40 pounds. This is exactly what you're going to need to do. You're going to need a level of coaching. You're going to need group classes. You're going to need homework to do on your non-training days. We're going to measure your results week over week and set a goal for the next week. We're going to hold you accountable to those goals. That is our transformation program. And Mrs. Jones, I believe that you'll need to do this for about 6 months in order to hit your goal, right? The first 30 days we call the conditioning phase. You're probably a little deconditioned right now, right? Not eating the cleanest. And she's like, yeah, guilty. Okay, cool. Then the next 4 months, we're going to lose about 10 pounds a month. Those are the 40 pounds that you have as a goal, right? Then the final 30 days, we're going to show you how to maintain that weight loss, right? And the coolest thing is this program, it's only going to be $99 a week for the 26 weeks of your transformation. Does that make sense? And so now we're selling a high ticket program to the goal and we can afford that $230 cost of acquisition. Because guess what? Even at your exact same profit margins of 15%, 15% of $2,600, which is what I would recommend selling this program for, is $400, right? And so now, no matter what happens, you're profitable off this customer. And likely she's going to renew. She's not just going to be like, oh, that was a great 6 months. I think I'm done with fitness now. It's going to be like, Mrs. Jones, you did so amazing. Like, where do you want to go from here? You want to use the same card on file? Okay, cool. Let's keep going. Let's hit that new goal. That's almost how it always happens. These are some of the most dedicated and invested clients you can get. Now, if you don't know how to market that, you don't know how to sell that, you don't know how to fulfill on that, guys, there's programs out there like my program that teaches you exactly how to do this. It's done for you. It's print and go. We fill up a calendar full of people that are just looking for these high ticket transformation programs, right? And it's authentic. It makes sense. It makes money and the team loves it. This is the new way to grow your gym in 2025. Guys, there's no strategic advantage of being second cheapest in the marketplace or second best. Be the best, learn how to be the best, back it up with results, and watch your business scale. You likely have all the resources you already need to do this kind of a program, and you just need to know the strategy and how to execute it. So I hope this gives you some great ideas on what you can do outside of running free 6-week challenges at your gym. And I hope you go out, implement, and grow. I'll see you guys in the next video.